what a phenomenal recovery it has been for the markets. I think again, as I mentioned, none of us were anticipating such a strong pullback. But what's your sense of things from where we stand? Because I think 22,500 was a key hurdle for us in that in that recent surge to record high levels. Will that become a pain point again?
Hi, good morning, Suyash. Thank you so much for having me on the show. So I think, of course, last Friday it was quite a surprising recovery, and after breaking the support levels, the kind of recovery it showed, it was just important to understand that on a weekly basis, 22,000 level was defended, and from there we've just seen Nifty started rising from 22,100 to 22,300, 400 even today morning. So right now there's a sideways rate trend that can be seen in Nifty 22,250 to 22,400, 450, and only sustenance above 22,400, 450. You can see it further rising up to 22,600. So that could be the overall range for this week expiry, and it's more important for us to understand that how the rollovers are going to play out. So as of yesterday, starting day one of rollovers, Nifty has been quite in line with last series. There's nothing too much of a significant rollovers that we can see in Nifty, more of in line. So I think that's how the sideways trend can play out. There could be some surprising move coming in the last expiry week, last expiry day. I'm sorry. If we talk about Bank Nifty from here on, Bank Nifty, there's a supply zone, a congestion level of around 48,200 to 50. You can see, and fresh longs should only be initiated in Bank Nifty only above this congestion zone. So any move, any sustenance above 48,250 in spot, you can see Bank Nifty heading towards 49,000 also. It can retest those levels. There's just one positive line in Bank Nifty as of now. There's the support of 47,600, 47,500 is standing quite strongly when it comes to Bank Nifty. So maybe only look forward to initiate longs once the congestion zone is crossed.
All right, and Soni, we are also in the midst of the earnings season. Today we have Tata Consumer Products, Tata Elxsi, MCX among others that will report their Q4 report card. But the big one that was today was Reliance Industries that came out with its report cards, Q4 numbers yesterday. Amit, I'll come to you first. How are the numbers looking like? Because I think across vertical, the performance is essentially what the market was expecting, and a pre-tax income of 1 lakh crore. I mean, first Indian company to do so.
Yes, pre-tax income of over 1.1 lakh crore, the first Indian company to do so. Segment-wise, it was dominated by the oil to chemicals business. Strong demand of fuels globally has basically driven this. The revenue has grown year on year 11%, EBITDA 14.3%. Slight slump in net profits year on year, about 2%. The stock today is down about 8.35 points, 0.28%. Soni, what do we make of Reliance Industries from here? Is it a good time to just hold this stock and wait and watch? Their numbers are a sort of a mixed bag, though oil to chemicals has done well.
In technical point of view, it's not bad. If you have to hold it for maybe a medium to longer term period, then of course it's quite strong. It's a good level to even accumulate and initiate your longs. Short term view, there is a small hurdle around 3,020 odd levels, and only a move above this level you can see it heading towards 3,100, which may happen so, but then in just you'll have to accumulate at these levels, and maybe any decline towards 2,900 to 2,850 is also a good level to accumulate. So hold the stock. The stock has got very strong support of 2,800 in medium term. So as long as it's not breaking the medium term 2,800, you can see it heading towards 3,100 plus levels also. So this could take around 3 to 4 months for the stock to just break out of its congestion zone.
Right, could take some time for Reliance Industries to break out of the congestion zone. But again, I mean, when has the results of Reliance Industries been an event on the stock price? The stock rarely, sees choppiness when the results come out. But a stock that did, plunge in fact over 9% yesterday and was a big mover because it disappointed the street expectations was Persistent Systems. I mean, the single biggest drop since March 2018 after the company's report card fell short of analyst estimates. I think what hurt the sentiment more was the margin guidance for FY25, which the company says will be flat. Now, I mean, the stock, Soni has staged a considerable rally over the years. In fact, I was reading this report that suggested that Persistent System is the best performer among all IT stocks during the Modi 2.0 regime. It has rallied by close to 1100 points in that 5 year period, but from the record high, it's now down close to about 20%. Good time to enter maybe?
See, persistent, of course. Once upon a time, this was a very strong performing, outperforming its peers also in the mid cap Nifty space. And we've seen the stock has certainly, reached to the highs of 4,400. And from those levels, of course, it has given a very significant correction. I think this could be a good level to start accumulating this range of 3,500 to 3,400. Could be more of a medium term play. On short term, I do not see much of a bounce back, but if you do get the range of 3,500 to 3,400, you can definitely go about accumulating in that range. And certainly the stock has the capacity to bounce back again towards 37, 37.50. I think only above this zone, you can see it heading, retesting the 4,000 plus levels. So as long as it's not breaking below 3,400 on closing basis, one can certainly look forward to accumulate.
Okay, and Soni, what are your recommendations for our investors today, your stock picks?
So the first would be in DLF. Today we've seen a significant short covering. It started in the first 2 minutes, but then it converted into long built a position. That's quite a strong move, and it can on charts also we can see a good breakout has come on intraday basis. So the stock can head towards 920, 930 odd levels, and keeping a very small stop loss of 880, the stock can move head towards 930, 35. So that will be the first pick. The stock can be a positional play, from current levels. Also, you can buy, and on any small declines up to 890 can be bought. The second would be from the pharma space. We've seen Laurus Labs. Laurus Labs is showing good momentum today. And from current level, you can see it is trying to give a good breakout. So keeping a stop loss of 425, Laurus Labs can head towards 450, 455. The stock is giving a good intraday breakout plus good positions getting added up. So these are the two stop picks. The third pick would be in MCX. Of course, I do understand that, the results are due today, but MCX has given that breakout on charts. And on yesterday also, it was building quite strong long builder positions. Today also, we can see it is just adding to the positions, and the stock has given an option chain breakout above 4,000. So the stock on a positional basis can test 4,200, and one can buy in current levels, and on any declines up to 3,980 can also be bought. Keep a stop loss of 3,600 and a target of 4,200 as the first target. Any sustenance above 4,200, you can see the stock heading towards 4,500. So this becomes a seasonal series play for the entire May series.